last Thursday. We will work on some n8n automations. This time we will probably just go through a few of my errors that piled up over the last few days. So let's see, I have this next to solve. So these are few errors that have been coming up, and they might have a lot of overlap as well. So we will see. Okay, cool. Cool. This one, nope. Cool. Okay, let's do it. So let's go from this one. What happened here? Okay, so I will replace this one. This is a bit more work, but I will definitely replace this with my workflow. So let's do it like this. And let's go sub workflow bulletproof LLM. And let's see what the idea is. Text. So we will create from the email text, something like this. JSON output schema. Let's do it like this, this. Subtitle, string, job post link, same stuff. I think everything will be a string. Salary. Okay, so the idea is, so with this bulletproof LLM, I wanted to capture inside one black box all the errors, so that I can manage my workflows better. Because by using just these out-of-box AI agents that n8n has, it doesn't do a good job of it doesn't do a good job of actually, sometimes it has an output that, hey, what's up, Luca? So right now I'm working on automation for getting Upwork emails, so automating getting those emails and converting them into a lead depending on my filters. But right now specifically this was an error, so I want to fix this workflow, because out of the box n8n's information extractor sometimes has this issue of it might be a code snippet, and I want only JSON, and sometimes it has also text before and after, and I already created previously bulletproof LLM, which is my own sub workflow, and but yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, and that's basically AI Gabe. So this is what I have been doing for the past almost 12 years, just looking at emails, figuring out, is this the right job? Should I apply or should I not? Then write the cover letter, answer all the questions. So that's what I've been doing. And just to give you, we were talking about how I'm saving like almost 40 hours per week. Let's see, my camera is in the way, but yeah, this is the current stats. And I've been very, how would I say, you can add how much you save with one automation. So I always added very low numbers, not to exaggerate. So I don't know, if writing a cover letter, I think I'm saving like 2 minutes, like 2 to 5 minutes. Let's actually see. Fill cover letter. So settings, yeah, 3 minutes. So usually I would take 10 to 20 minutes, but I wanted to keep it on the low side. So basically those stats are a bit optimistic, or underselling basically. So yeah, let's get back to this JSON output example. So I have an example here. For example, this one. Post link, skills. I'm just taking one example from the Google Sheet that I already have, that this automation already did. So let's see, salary. Let's say commitment. Project length. Am I even saving project length? I don't think I am. But yeah, let's say just 3 months. Oh no, okay, so I did. So this is the problem with copy pasting stuff. So this is salary, commitment, and 3 months. Okay, this one, what I would like, just because this one is okay. Nice. Okay, hopefully, yeah, but I think this will go into false, just because I'm here. But let's just try. Call bulletproof LLM. Don't call this one. Just save and try to execute this. Okay, it went through. That's nice. That's it. I think that's it. Title. So this is output. Oh, it's even better. Nice. So this one, let's just see. This. Nice. It's extracting the salary better than the default one. I love it. Nice. Nice. This is good. I love it. Okay. Expert for 1 to 3 months. Awesome. It extracted everything it could. So let's just remove this one. Delete. Extract data from email, call it bulletproof LLM. We have this JSON output skills, but the problem is title. Yeah. Okay. Okay, optional skills. Let's see, just quickly, optional skills, okay. Where's the optional skills? I can't see from my camera. I need a little bit better setup, but that's okay. Creation, platform ID. I mean, platform ID could be this, so I'll just create a task for myself for later. And Upwork, although I don't have this problem of multiple same IDs, just because I'm getting one email per job, but just to be safe, I'll put it as a low priority, and Upwork job ID as a platform ID. I'll put that on the bottom. Somewhere here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this could be it, but then it's a question. Okay, if Upwork new message, this doesn't take anything from there, and this one either. So I think if we repeat this, we might get call filter jobs. Okay, same output, React Native. Yeah, because it's React Native, it skips. Cool. Okay, I think we can publish this. Added bulletproof LLM instead of information extractor. Okay, so that's one issue down. So let's see if this navigates me to the same one. Okay, so let's do it like this. Okay, solved one. Next to solve, I think this one from Upwork. I think this is the one. executions, parse, same thing. React Native, that's the same one. So we will remove this tag so we can move forward. Can we move forward? Okay, yes. Let's see, maybe this one is the same one. So we can just eliminate. Filter parse, same thing, yep. So we'll remove. As I mentioned at the beginning, I assumed that these would mainly be repeated, but we have one in the bulletproof LLM. I'm very interested in what that is. Again, filter parse, so we will remove this one. And one more from Upwork. Fail to parse again, okay. Okay, cool. So from Upwork is fixed. So now if we refresh this one, why does it remove tags? But okay. Yeah, auto refresh is on. Okay, filter and score jobs. Now I'm interested what this is. And I think I have some, maybe just adding 1 more second in the wait line before like here. I think one of the errors is that node call bulletproof LLM hasn't been executed. Writing nodes if node if is executed, action is executed. If node name is executed. Okay, nice. This is actually very okay, so let's figure this one out. I'll probably use I'll probably use ChatGPT for this one, just because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, this is an n8n suggestion. So reasoning, I have score and reasoning. So let's do this, debug and execute. And put this one. And this is the expression in question. Gotcha. Okay, something like this. So let's figure this one out. If score job. Okay, is executed, then score job reasoning. Okay, so that, yeah, that makes sense. But this one, no. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So basically, if score job is executed, then get the output from score job. If not, pass null. Then if it's null that is passed, that's the 2 question marks. Then do the same if statement, which will probably be true, I'm assuming. So this one is executed, then pass the reasoning. If not, then pass null. Then close this one, and then close these. So this one should work. But let's figure this one out. If we have, so what if I just execute workflow? Will this come to this spot? I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, no. So executions. So this one, this is the one. This one thing that so you see, if I play this, the whole, and now to get duplicates, and just because there are duplicates, I mean that job is already there. I can't really test this, but let's, I don't know, hope it works. This is a bit of a pitfall of n8n. I mentioned this in the last stream as well. I would love a bit more control over how I test workflows, but it's okay. So what did I do? I updated the way LLM is taken into consideration. Not a good message, but who cares? I'm going to look at it. Okay, so this one, let's see the next one. Hopefully it's a, oh, we have to remove the tag. So, okay, that's the one. So this one, yep. The service was not able to process your request. I think I will just update this to 3 seconds. Just because sometimes I believe I'm hitting Google, like GCP, too much. Have to wait. let's rename this also to 3 seconds so that we know what's inside. Oh. Okay, this is the, okay, cool. So updated weight before getting duplicates from 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, cool. So with this one, let's see where the execution is. This one. Nope. This one. Why is this not refreshing? If it has an auto refresh, it should refresh. Okay, so we remove this one. So let's see this one. Can I read properties? Okay, so this is actually reading JSON. Oh, okay. Okay, because there was an error. Okay, this is an interesting. Read properties of undefined. View sub execution. I think that was another workflow. Okay, eliminate everything except JSON. So now I need to move my camera. That's the problem. Okay. So if the error, if it contains LLM with branch output, then LLM with output. Okay, I need a bit more space. Let's do it like this. Okay, cool. So the output is this reasoning, man. It's very simple. So I'm saying prompt, here is the job details. You're in blah blah blah. JSON schema, score reasoning. And it still gets me like a total score. Why does it give multiple? Let's see, pretty JSON, something like this. Okay, so I hit this. Ah, shit. Makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. But then again, what's up with my face? Okay, so what happens in this case? Should I rerun ensure error if it contains? I'll just rerun once more. I wouldn't do this. It also retries. Because usually the second time it just passes, but that would be a very, if it's error, I don't know what would be a solution to this problem. What would be a good solution to this problem? If it contains, yeah, that's not invalid JSON. Actually, let me do this because maybe GPT has a solution. So the idea is this is an edge case output from the AI agent node in n8n. How would you handle it? I have a follow-up question, but let's start with this. Right now you have output is a string, not an object, which means output score will fail. The real problem, you have two possible shapes coming from the n8n normal case and edge case. So sometimes output is an object, sometimes a JSON string. The correct way, detect if output is a string. If it is JSON, parse it, then safely read. Use this. Okay, so maybe ensure it is JSON, so function ensure type of value. I mean, I'm doing this. If you also want fallback to bulletproof, fallback to fallback to fallback. I mean, I already have this after the AI agent's output. Right after AI agent's output. Shape plus execution issued downstream. Let's break down what your code guarantees, not output. Okay, why expression is failing, you're referencing score job item. Am I? JSON output, I'm not. expression now. Sure, JSON. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, I understand. Because the, oh no, yeah, JSON output parse. So JSON parse value. So what if how can I test this? I don't know if I have the correct setup on this machine, but let's see. Okay. I don't think I have. Let me see if I set up a GitHub repo for this. Nope. It's on my laptop. Just quickly pull this up. Maybe put it into a... So this will hopefully take not a lot of time, but just to set up a GitHub repo so I can actually, or I can just actually test it here, automate, so I have it here. Nice. You can't see what I'm doing, but this is, I basically set up, when I was learning n8n, I had issues of understanding how n8n treats output, exactly this. Does it treat in curly brackets or edge brackets? I don't know how to say it in English, but so if, how would I even call this? I don't know, test parsing JSON. JS, and I need test data input, new file, string JSON.json. Okay, so this is cool. Show more. That's it. Okay. I mean, this doesn't even have to be JSON, but just text. Okay, test parsing JSON. What if I do this? JSON parse. Okay, so how I can just run this? I can just run this. I forgot. Oh, launch. Okay. So run. Debug JSON tests. run JS code, something like this, but that's not it. So that value equals there's too much text, and I don't think this copy pasted. Did it copy paste? It did, but why didn't it finish? Okay, like this. Okay. Back control character string letter JSON 203 line 3 column. Syntax is bad. Control character in string letter. How would I even here have no line numbers? Line 3 column. Do we have a line? Okay. Console. Yeah, this will not work. Okay. Run. Hello world. Okay. Run. Path control character at position line 3 column 2 8. So what if I do this again? I think this was it. Okay, run, still the same issue. When I try to test parsing outside of n8n and use this code, I use this code, I get maybe just this is something that I can't even but it isn't JSON bad control character string reasoning skip character that JSON does not allow inside the string. Oh, okay, so there is something like this. Gotcha. I don't have a control over that when this fails. Reasoning line 1. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sanitize before parsing. Here's bulletproof JSON cleaner you can use anywhere. Function save JSON parse. Now this will parse your monster reasoning safely. Nice. Okay. Often output human formatted text, line breaks, blah blah blah, fancy punctuation, blah blah blah, which makes it blah blah blah. JSON shaped but not JSON valid, which makes sense. Production grade rule, parse AI output. Always do, never do parse, do save JSON parse. Okay, so maybe add this and not here, here, ensure it is JSON, and then add another function, debug in editor, unpin. So I want to pin this one, whatever. So I want to add this function, save parse JSON. Okay, remove markdown, extract JSON, start -1 and -1, no JSON found, slice, start to end +1, escape raw line, new lines, tabs, and carriage returns inside string. Okay, so instead of JSON parse, do that save JSON parse. Let's actually see if this will be the same. Okay, so this is the same. That's the idea. Okay, and if we change this, save JSON parse, execute step, same thing. Same thing. Problem is something was not escaped. How can you even... Something that's not escaped. How can you... Invalid JSON string, return, try, save JSON parse, invalid JSON string. Line 10. I don't know what line 10 is. What happens with AI models? And this is one edge case that I understand what's happening, but is it... Sometimes I'm asking myself, is it even worth it? Just move on, maybe miss one job post and that's it, amongst, like, I don't know, hundreds. But then again, I'm thinking, if this is like a production, you would want to... See, my problem is I want to go line by line, but I can't here. And now I have to do the whole setup. Yeah, I will do this outside of the stream. I'll just save this one. So this is still not fixed. I don't need these. So this one is not solved. Let's see the last one. Yeah, so I have one remaining issue. Try again. Service unavailable, probably. Okay. Overloaded, interesting. 21 items total. 80 items, there are 500. So this one didn't. 437. Yeah, 324, and only, yeah, 2/3 didn't go through, which is a bummer. Which is definitely a bummer. But okay, this was an error. So what's an error? Like what's the error of the execution? Oh shit. Man, this camera. I have to fix my setup. Okay, service unavailable. This was the first issue, but I see. Okay, settings. Continue using error output. Continue using error output. I mean, if the service is unavailable, maybe that's the same, yeah, maybe that's the same issue that we had and we solved with updating this. So I will, for now, just remove this one. And I will monitor, continue to monitor, because I probably solved this issue. I think the problem here is that it doesn't make sense that 21 passed, then I'm getting this issue. It already passed through 2 iterations for this, let's say, current item. But then if this one is at least once and it didn't pass, it should go through the error output. But yeah, I think that's it for today. We solved most of the issues except one, which I will do off stream because it takes a bit of playing with VS Code and figuring out how I can actually emulate what's happening in n8n. But it's always fun. I wanna make this bulletproof LLM actually bulletproof, so that you see even here I'm using score job, and ideally I would just call the bulletproof LLM. But just because this workflow is too complicated, I didn't want to change this one. Yeah, that's it. I think I will end it here. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll probably see each other on next Thursday. Take a moment to subscribe if you like the content, if you feel it's useful, and if not, dislike it, comment, whatever you want. Enjoy. See ya.